Good?
Yep.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you.
So I just had like this really cool intro. It was like me like pressing elevator buttons and interacting with people and being like lively. And the entire time I wasn't recording. And then I was talking to you guys and I went on this mini rant and then my camera just cut off. I'm so upset right now. Anyway, good afternoon guys. I am in the Griswold building or the Chrysler house. You would have saw this if I pressed record, but I didn't. I'm here to shoot Drinks and Design. It's one of my last events. I'm excited. Now that I know this is coming to an end, I can actually look forward to it. I absolutely hate shooting events, and I hate the idea of photography as work now. And yeah, I think I have like 4 more after this. September's always a big month for me, so I'm just happy to be here and finish this. You guys know I don't have a camera, so just to let you know what I'm shooting with. It's a Sony A7R, Canon 51.8, and a Roku 9 14mm. Not my ideal setup, but it gets the job done. So I'm a little early to the event, and I have some time to talk to you guys. So I think I'm gonna grab a drink. Not sure if I'm supposed to, and then we'll catch up. All right, so open bar was not open yet, like 20 more minutes, but water's always good. I'm not sure how annoying this music is, but I want to apologize just in case it's horrible. I also thought sitting here was going to provide good light, but I think I was wrong. Let's change seats. I totally forgot what I was supposed to be talking about. You guys saw me go to the UPS store today, and that was me shipping off my Fujifilm Instax wide. I purchased the camera about a week or 2 back, and it was really just to fill the void of not having a digital camera. I wanted something instant, something cool, something that just spiced up the vlog, and I never used it. I kind of came across the idea like, well, why spend money on this if I can just purchase real film? And that's where the idea of shooting film came from. So just ship that back, and I'm happy that I did because Fujifilm recently just announced monochrome film for the Mini, and that's right up my alley. So you guys know I love black and white. Also, Polaroid hit me up and told me they'll be sending me a Polaroid Snap, so I'll be using that as well. So there's no point in having all those different cameras. I think this guy wants to turn the music back up, so maybe I'll check back in with you later. Way to ruin the vlog. Alright guys, so that event was pretty much dead. I got some new information, and I'm not going to complain, but it's things like this that makes me upset. Working with this company though, I love working with them. These are like my favorite people. So I'm not going to gripe, but it's these kind of things that like tick my nerves. So the event's actually not, I just slide everywhere. The event's actually not like what I thought. I had this schedule, like 5:30 to 6:30 be here, 6:30 to whatever be here, and I thought that meant the event started at those times. But the event's going on simultaneously at each spot. So you see this guy, he's hosting the event as well. The spot that I was at didn't have alcohol besides beer and wine. They didn't have any like liquor, and they didn't have food. But the other spot does. So why am I not at the other spot first? So I'm just taking it upon myself to leave that event because there was nobody there and go to this next building. So hopefully they appreciate my creative decision making, and let's hope for a better turnout at One Woodward. Alright guys, so I've been home for a few hours now, but I didn't want to vlog right away because I really needed some rest. Today was a wild day. It was hectic, you know, being at shooting an event that was running 3 different events simultaneously in 3 different buildings was rough. You know, I didn't know where to be at what time, so I kind of just, you know, went to one building for 30 minutes, another one for 45, 15. You know, I was bouncing around, and all that walking and running and kneeling really put a strain on my knee, and it just feels so weak right now. So I had to take the time to just come home, relax, watch some YouTube videos, and get my knee like I mean, it doesn't feel better, but I feel rested. Um, Beyond that though, today was awesome. Like, uh, it was really good. I complain about events often, and today I just feel great. And this is a good thing to feel because, like I said, this is one of my last events. So to attend one and to shoot one that I actually had fun with, I feel like I can, go through these next 4 or 5 with the bang and not like, I gotta shoot these events. More like, hey, it's like I'm retiring from a great career, and that feels good. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see I tweeted earlier like, I fucking hate events because people who throw them aren't creatives. And what I meant by that, because I do want to elaborate, is that a lot of the events that I went to, they were just thrown by people who were throwing events. They weren't creative people. Like, they weren't creative events. And I think people had like this notion that because I was a photographer that I was going to make their event look awesome. And to me, that just doesn't make sense, especially given the kind of photographer that I am or that I advertise. Like, if you look at my social media, my website, anything with KeenanRIVALS on it is street photography for the most part. I'm not like, oh, at this event. Like, that's not normally what I do. So I'm a documenter. So I'm just going to document your event. And like, if your event sucks, then the pictures are gonna suck. Like, I can get people like, hey, how's it going? But if you got like trash cans and Walmart bags in the back, then that's gonna showcase it in the picture. I'm not like some grand retoucher. I'm not like this cleanup artist. I'm a photographer. And I think people feel that they pay you the money and then they want these results and then they don't put the work in to get those results themselves. And this event was the total opposite. So again, I was shooting for Detroit Design Festival, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a design team, and they designed the hell out of these events. And for a while, I used to ask myself, like, Keenan, are the events that bad, or are you just not doing a good job at photographing? And today I was able to prove to myself that the events weren't just that bad because I was able to work with something today. They gave me a palette to work with, and I felt like I excelled. Even though it was hectic and fast paced and crowded, I still was able to get some shots that I think they're going to be happy with, and yeah, that was a good feeling. The highlight of today was when I got stuck in the elevator, which was crazy. If any of you watched this from Detroit, I was in the Dime building, and one too many people got in, and we just kind of got stuck, and it was hot, and because the event's called Drinks and Design, so it was open bar, so a few people took full advantage of that, and that was kind of an annoyance because, as you can see, I'm like really self-conscious about like my neck and my shirt and stuff. But anyway, yeah, they were a little bit drunk, and I was kind of like, I hate people who are drunk when I'm sober. But beyond that, it was, like I said, it was really good. I'm really happy that I was able to shoot that, and yeah, I had a great outcome. One of the places was a place called Depop, and they had one of the sickest like setups I've ever seen in my life. It was so clean. It was like minimalistic, but it was also very what's the word? I don't know. They like took advantage. Like, it wasn't like an empty. You know how people are like minimal? It's like really empty. Like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't empty. It was packed. It was filled with a lot of stuff, but it was just like It was carefully picked and situated, and like nothing. Everything that was there belonged there, and there was nothing like extra or it wasn't forced. It was just whoever picked this had a certain aesthetic, and they ran with it, and it made me just want to come home and get myself organized and cleaned and free. Because I'm getting the iPhone and I'm going to be shooting street photography with that, along with a film camera eventually, like a real film camera. Like, I just want to have those tools. I don't want to have like other stuff laying around. I'm looking at some stuff right now, and it's just like, why is that there? I don't need that box there, or this old film camera like case that I'm never going to use. Like, throw that shit away. And what I ended up doing, actually, and I'll show you, was I kind of like made this table well, let me show you this first. So this is my workstation. Right here was a table, which you've probably seen, and it had like this coffee thing on it. And so I moved the coffee thing down here because I can just grab some coffee. I took the table out and I scooted this one over. This is like all my junk that I haven't gone through yet. So like school books, like the only money I have to my name, and like this Peak Design thing that I'm probably going to end up selling. Olo clip that I'm going to sell. And then like, you know, I got my books and stuff. And then there's just that lone space. And I'm going to take my desk and move my desk to this space. That way I can have like that nice window light right here. And then that'll also give me like room to set up my camera to actually film when I'm talking to you. And turn this screen up. And yeah, and I think that's going to make me happier. Like that setup is going to make me happier. And now I did think about like this right here, like the desk may block this, so I'm probably gonna have to rearrange that, at least like this one. And yeah, this vlog is gonna be like I'm just talking, guys. Like I just want to talk, and fuck all like the aesthetic and stuff. Like we're just gonna start talking. That's just gonna make me different. I'm going off time. I'm not doing that cool vlog stuff. Like I'm just gonna get up here, whatever's in my head, I'm just gonna say to you guys. But anyway, I always really need to say that. So this is the shit that I don't need anymore, and it's nothing like special. And I'm just gonna give it away. I don't know how yet, but if you need any of this, let me know in the comments. Maybe you can just like shoot me a DM on Twitter or something with your address. So this is like a nano like filter. I think this was for my Fuji X100T. No, this wasn't. This was for like the 35. This is another one. I think this was on the XF18. So these are 52 millimeter filters. I'm never going to use this ever again. I don't even need filters. This is a 62 millimeter filter. I think this was used on my 56 1.2. So if you need that, let me know. This is like some cheap 56 from like Best Buy that I bought temporarily when I got the 85 or 50, whatever. These are some Fujifilm batteries. They work on the XT1 and the XE1. I'm assuming the X Pro one and whatever else Fuji camera makes. So if you need these, let me know. These are like, one's Wasabi and the other one's like some Adorama brand or something. I don't know. This is a Fujifilm Instax 7S, one of the older ones. It's taped on the back because, you probably don't know why I just broke it, because the door hinge broke off. It takes pictures fine, but you have to remove and add the tape every time, which, you know, can be irritating. I used I forgot, gaffer's tapes because this doesn't peel. So yeah, this is a variable filter. It's by Bauer, so it's not an expensive. I think it's like $50. And yeah, I actually told somebody on Reddit that they could have it, but he was acting like I was some scammer or something. So I just was like, whatever. Like I'll just give it away to somebody else. This is a shit ton of step-up rings to use with the filter because this might be too big for whatever you're trying to use it on. And there's some step-down rings too. A trigger trap. This is allows for long exposure for the XT1, Fujifilm XT1. And adapter. No, I lied. This is a Sony to M4II adapter. I lied again. This is a Sony to FD adapter. Canon to M4II adapter. Fujifilm to M4II, which is like the #1 thing I sell through my Amazon affiliate. An adapter to Fujifilm for like old vintage Tamron lenses. Some Fujifilm like end caps, I guess. A Sony hood. Some Fujifilm, you know, pushy things. A Canon L bag from like back in the day. And then this old Fujifilm camera. Or Fujica camera. So if you need any of that stuff, let me know because I'm giving it away as soon as possible. I just want to get rid of it all. And yeah, and that's like, I don't know, I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling like I'm about to have a fresh start, and awesome for me. You know, it makes me feel warm. So thank you, event tonight. Thank you, iPhone, because you inspired me to start fresh. Tomorrow is going to be an exciting vlog because I still have Charlotte's camera, and she has a 50mm as well as a 14mm. So I'm going to upload this vlog right away. That way you guys can tell me what you think I should shoot with in the morning. I only shoot with one lens when I go out, so I can't take both. So you think I should shoot with the 14mm or the 50 Canon? Personally, I'm thinking the 14 because it gives me a wide perspective that I'm not used to. And it also allows me to do like a lens review. I'm not going to review a Canon 50. I'm too lazy for that. But like a Rocky 914, a lot of people might be interested in that lens because it's like a cheap wide angle. Sorry about those blinds. So yeah, let me know, guys. I don't have a quote. I didn't know if I was gonna I didn't know my vlog was gonna be this random. So I don't have a quote, so I'm sorry. But it's your fault because you're not leaving quotes in the comments. I know we only got a small viewership, guys, but I need you to leave those quotes. Erica's calling right now. I gotta end this vlog. Sorry it wasn't more inspirational. I'll check back with you guys tomorrow. Peace.